Welcome back to Dwindling DS Diva. I am Amber, and today we're going to talk about the pre-op diet. So, with the pre-op diet, I know a lot of people typically have to do a 2-week liquid diet, and then they have the 2-week liquid diet that follows post-surgery. So that would be 4 whole weeks of nothing but liquids. And I feel really fortunate and absolutely blessed that my surgeon does not require the 2-week liquid diet prior to surgery, but there is a very specific diet that I do have to follow prior to surgery. So today we're going to talk about that. And to all those out there who are being told that you have to do a liquid diet, please, please, please follow your surgeon's recommendations. Every surgeon is different, and that really is important that you do what they require of you. And some of them will know. So I am sorry if you have to do 4 whole weeks of liquids. I can't imagine how hard that is, because the pre-op surgery alone, the pre-op surgery diet that I have is rough. It's rough. I'm not going to lie to you. I am currently on day 2. I feel a lot better today than I did yesterday. I made some mistakes along the way, day 1. I was drinking some Weilers in the morning, which is like Crystal Light. And I don't know why, but I assumed that Crystal Light was 0 calories. It's not. And neither is Weiler's. And so I immediately had to chuck my flavored water to the side. Thankfully, I had my Circles, because Circle is 0 calories. And I know it sounds like I plug Circle a lot, but really they don't know me. It just happens to be something that's really saved me, I guess, because I'm not a huge fan of just plain water. And I know that you can drink the Powerade Zero, and I really like the white one. I really do. And it's just the sodium in it kind of makes me like, there's a lot of sodium. So I'm glad that I have those, because I was so mad when I realized that Weiler's and Crystal Light have calories in it, because you can't have any beverages that have caffeine or have carbonation or calories. So unfortunately, I did have a little bit of that yesterday. Don't follow my example. I am making the mistakes so you don't have to. Then with the pre-op diet, I have to have, for the first week of the diet, I have to have 1 protein shake to replace 1 meal a day. I usually have it as my breakfast. At least, from yesterday and today, I have it as my breakfast. And then my other 2 meals this week can be a lean protein and either fruit or vegetables. Now, there's a very specific list of what meals I can choose from, and they can only be 6 to 8 ounces. So it's a small portion, and it's very specific. So I've been entering everything into my FitnessPal, and let me tell you, I barely went over 500 calories yesterday, and that was accidentally drinking like 40 ounces of Crystal Light. And I did make another mistake too yesterday. I'm very upset about it, but you live, you learn, and at least it was day 1. So when they said you can have a lean protein and a fruit or vegetable, I thought instantly, I was like, oh, well, I had canned chicken in water, which is really bland and gross. And it was about 3 ounces of chicken. And I was like, well, I'll put the leftover Caesar salad from the night before in it. And then after I ate it, I was like, I bet that dressing was questionable, So I won't be doing that again. For supper, I did hit the money, though. I got everything right. I had another can of canned chicken in water, which just reminds me of the cat food that I buy for my cat. I was joking with my daughter, and I was like, me and the cat are just going to sit in a corner and eat our cans together. But I dumped that and drained it into a bowl, and I put a little bit of like Lawry's seasoning salt on it, and then I steamed the appropriate ounces of broccoli in my steamer, and I had the plain chicken and broccoli for my supper. Today, again, I had the protein shake for breakfast, and then for lunch I had plain Greek yogurt and an ounce of raspberries and an ounce of strawberries, which amounted to like 4 raspberries and 1.5 strawberries. And that was actually really good because I was able to have the 2 ounces of fruit and then 6 ounces of plain Greek yogurt, and that was probably the best thing I've had since I started this. And so it hasn't been the easiest, but I admit that yesterday was a lot harder than today, not just because of those mistakes, but because I don't know, the getting into barely eating anything yesterday, like I was hangry, you know. Today I seem to be doing okay. It's 5:38 and I still haven't ate dinner yet, so I still have some sustenance to look forward to today. We're going to get into some specifics about the diet, but before I do, I'm just going to go over those 2 first rules again. So for the first week, one has to be a protein drink, and the other 2 meals have to be lean protein and either a fruit or vegetable. So they can only be 6 to 8 ounces a meal. And I'm allowed to use like spices to season them, so like the Lawry's that I used last night, but I can't use like any sugary or high fat sauces. So it's kind of interesting to figure it out. You can bake or grill the meats, or be lazy like I was and get a can of chicken in water that's like a can of cat food. So I mean, it's alright when you're making like chicken salad with it, but I don't know. Guess I'm leery on what I can add to it to make it more palatable. So I'm keeping things real basic. So I'm going to actually look up some keto marinades and marinate some chicken that way, because it'll probably be better and then still fall in line with the diet as well. And then again, 64 ounces of fluid, no carbonation, no caffeine, 0 calorie. And then the week right before surgery, they bump up the ante a little, and 2 meals a day have to be a protein shake, and the other one can follow those exact same rules. Now, the meals that I get to choose from, like I said, are very specific. So one meal that I can pick is 4 ounces of cottage cheese and 4 ounces of fruit. And then the other option is 6 ounces of plain Greek yogurt and 2 ounces of fruit, which is what I had for lunch today. And then I can have 3 ounces of baked or grilled tuna or salmon and 4 ounces of steamed vegetables. I do have a salmon in my freezer. I'm kind of holding off on pulling it out until the chicken gets kind of old because I don't have a lot of options. I'm kind of wondering if shrimp is okay. I did ask the dietitian if I could eat eggs as a protein, and she said that was okay. So I may message her as it gets closer to the surgery and see if maybe shrimp is okay, because it is a lean protein. And then the other option and final option is 3 ounces of chicken with 4 ounces of steamed vegetables. So this is very strict. Those are my only options of foods to eat. So my husband's actually grocery shopping tonight. He's going to go pick up some different vegetables for me. Some green beans, not like the canned ones, but the whole ones that I can steam or season. And asparagus, broccoli, carrots, and also pick up some more fruit. I have some raspberries and some strawberries already, and then I want him to get me like some bananas and grapes, just so there's a variety of things. Now, obviously, if I have a banana, I'm gonna have to give like most of that banana to my child. But variety, man, just trying to make it through these 2 weeks because there's 12 days left to go. So I can do this. I'm going to follow that diet to a T, at least post lunch yesterday where I messed up. So it's pretty strict, even though it's not as bad as the all liquid diet. But I'm hoping that the next 12 days go by fast and then it'll be here. Time for surgery. Thanks for watching and catch you in the next one. Bye.